In the vast and dangerous world of Valheim, there is one place where you can truly feel safe, and that is, of course, your base. If you have seen my videos, you would know that I really enjoy building, and I am no stranger to spending hours constructing safe and efficient bases in every playthrough I do. But that got me thinking, is it possible to beat Valheim without building a single base? In this challenge, I will not be able to build shelter of any kind, forcing me to use naturally generated structures and the environment if I wanted any chance of surviving. I also banned portals and chests. Doing this will stop me from stockpiling materials and gear in places where I could easily and safely access, which I felt was not very conducive for the nomadic playstyle of this challenge. Will a humble builder like myself be able to overcome these limitations and kill all 7 bosses in Valheim without ever having a place to call home? I would like to thank War Thunder for sponsoring this video. My name is Jack, and thank you for joining me. Boom. We are here. Okay. A little bit concerned about this challenge, I'm not gonna lie. I think it'll be easy at the beginning, but the further along I go will probably be more difficult for sure. Starting off this challenge was actually rather freeing. Being forced not to build a base, I was open to running around and exploring wherever I wanted. So I took this opportunity to try out the new weapon added in the most recent patch, that being the early axes, which require you to explore old ruins in the meadows for the 2 axe heads. Shelter right away. Able to repair, and I think I want flint axe. Oh, I already got one of the axe heads. Okay. I just need to find the other one. Black forest over there already. Ow. Nah. Good. I believe the other axe head spawns in these type of buildings. Not too sure though. It's starting to get dark out. With the sun sinking on the first day in this new world, I found a place to hunker down for the night. Okay, get my spear. There we go. While I was exploring, I took this opportunity to hunt some deer along the way. This would help speed up my progression. No. There are some concerns I had going into this challenge, one of them being inventory management. Valheim being a game where you need a lot of different items for multiple biomes, I wasn't really sure how I was going to carry it all with me. But for now, I had to be sure to only keep the items I needed. Yes, found it. What does it make? That's it? That's pretty easy. Okay. You can get fine wood with them? That's crazy. Let me get a fine wood bow then. After crafting my new axes, I also gained access to early fine wood, which I used to make the fine wood bow. Okay, and I just need to hunt some deer, some more flint, and then I should be good. Not limited by a starter base, I was progressing quickly. It seems like wandering around for the first couple days is actually a pretty good strategy. Let's make all the leather stuff. Okay, I think I put the bees around the starting stones, because that's at least something I'm going to come back to. Not really knowing what to do with the bees, I put them by the sacrificial stones because I knew I'd be back there later. There's another head. We don't need that though. After cooking some food over the campfire, I spent the night in a run-down old building nearby to Ichthir, who I would challenge the next morning. Dang. There we go. Already full on inventory space. After easily taking down Ichthir, I ventured over to the Black Forest, which led to my first encounter with the troll, which I was excited to test the new axes against. I died. It has been a long time since I've died. I'm actually kind of shocked. I'm not used to fighting the trolls with the double axes, and I got caught in the animation. I couldn't dodge. No. Oh, it actually makes me really sad. It's okay. If you are a fan of the channel, no spoilers, but you would know how much of a legendary run we've been on, and I was genuinely pretty sad to have our streak end. But when playing Valheim, it's bound to happen. That's so sad. Guess we'll use my bow instead. Entering the Black Forest, I had a few goals in mind. First, I wanted to get a cart, which would provide me with more inventory space. And I also wanted to farm the full bear set because I wanted to try out the set bonus and it felt fitting for this playthrough. Maybe I should just hold on to rubies. Yeah, the Elder is not that far. The stagger immune. Oh. I don't need ectoplasm. Not gonna pick it up, it's fine. And as I'm venturing through dungeons, let me tell you a little bit about our sponsor, War Thunder. With the most expansive and comprehensive vehicle combat system ever made, War Thunder is now available on PC, console, and mobile devices for the very reasonable price of free. Yes, for free, you can take command of land, air, and sea with over 2,500 tanks, planes, helicopters, and ships of 10 major nations. With immersive and intense PvP combat, War Thunder places you on a battlefield with realistic graphics, authentic sounds, and highly detailed vehicles ranging from the biplanes and armored cars of the 1920s all the way to the tanks and fighter jets of the modern day. Personally, as a true gamer like myself, my favorite part of War Thunder is the realistic damage model, which allows you to target individual components like engines, fuel tanks, weapons, and crew, allowing you to strategically take down your enemies. With a crazy amount of high quality content and an ever growing worldwide community of over 95 million players, there has never been a better time to join the battle, especially since War Thunder is now welcoming new and returning players on PC or console with a massive bonus pack, including the exclusive Vehicle Decorator, Eagle of Valor, 100,000 Silver Lions, and 7 days of premium for a limited time when you click my link down in the video description or pinned comment. Thank you War Thunder for sponsoring this video, and let's get back to the challenge. I don't need more than 10. Shouldn't need those. After clearing a couple dungeons, I had enough Surtling cores to enter the Bronze Age. So I went down the coastline and looked for a good place to set up. Alright, we're back, guys. We're back. No more deaths. Carrots. What do I do with carrots? Oh, I am struggling for space already. Should I just make a cart? Struggling with inventory space, I decided to make some bronze in the open field next to a copper deposit I found. Of course. I'm not rested. I need to be rested. All right, let's do this. Let's throw this away. Do this. Oh, that's... I don't know why I did that. My bad. Not wanting to spend too much time here, I just got enough bronze to make a couple of carts and the carve just in case I need to sail. I'm scared, I'm only hitting him once now. Gosh, even one is scary when he does that attack. It's like the swipe into the slam. I need to clear more because I need massive amounts of smelting power, I think, to be able to smelt quick enough. Like maybe 3 smelters, 3 kilns just going hot at all times. I think that's probably the play. But for now, let's make a cart. Making my first cart, I had now expanded my inventory space, and now that I had a place to store my materials, I started to travel towards the Elder's location. Collect as much carrots as possible, so then I just need to do 1 grow. Ah, it just became day. Oh well. I'm gonna break my cart. I am flopping at the moment. After going down the coast a ways, I learned that the Elder's location wasn't on the starting island, so I made a boat in an attempt to sail there.
Okay, let's make our first ship. Come on. There we go. Going on the ship with the cart on it in the rain is probably not the best. But we'll follow the coast for a little bit, just back down the way we came and then try to cross for the Elder. I feel like I'm going to flip this thing. Screw it, we're going to wait till it's done raining, I guess.
Using carts on boats can be a little glitchy sometimes, so I didn't want to send a small ship like the Carve through the tall waves, so I decided to wait out the storm instead.
Might be fine. Oh, it's raining. I'm gonna lose it. Yeah. We made it to shore. That wasn't cool. I just knock it off. There we go.
Now being close to the Elder, I decided to set up camp to gear up and fight him.
Oh, it's one of the new Rocky things. We'll keep one. What happens if you mine it? Nothing. There is the Elder. There's a swamp over there too. There's a bear. I want to take him out. I place this here and throw this there. Oh, there's a bear trophy. That's what we wanted.
Playing with no portals can be really annoying at times, but I'm rather experienced in this playstyle. So I knew I needed to stock up on resources from each biome because they would be harder to get later on. But before leaving the Black Forest, I wanted to make a stack of copper, tin, and bronze to use throughout the rest of the playthrough.
Okay, let's make the headdress.
Getting the set bonus, I just had to be a little more careful because of the weakness to physical damage. While I'm mining, I want you to take a look at this. I know that it might be a little rough to look at, but maybe we can bring the number up a little bit.
So I need 15 more copper, 5 more tin. And I should be pretty decent. I don't need the cultivator right now. Or should I just get some carrots going? Yeah, I should just get some carrots going somewhere. Just do it right over here.
Now having farmed quite a bit of material, it was time to start getting ready to fight the Elder, which I wanted to make some better food and start some meads. This, of course, is not the easiest thing to do when you can't make any shelter, so I converted the nearby tower into a cooking and crafting station.
It's a Trogger village here. I'm not too sure I want to do anything about that. Was he going ham on the Draugr village? He is. Get him, boy. He's wiping him out. Alright, we'll leave him be. Okay. Are the carrots ready yet? I think it takes 3 days. So, one more day. There's some honey.
At this point, I realized I probably just should have took the bees with me, so I'll eventually have to go back and collect them.
Yes, another trophy. And I'll probably make the bronze pendant again with that.
And after getting another bear trophy, I made my favorite trinket, the bronze pendant, which in combination with my berserker set bonus would net me an extra 40% stamina regeneration.
I left some seeds down here. I forgot about that. Okay. I think I'm just gonna go. Let's see why not. Yeah, let's do it. Lead him over here. I destroyed that guy. Poor dude. I might move all my stuff up a little bit to the swamp now. Okay, where can I set up? This won't provide shelter. Hey, that's a tree guy. A tree dude. Not finding any dungeons. Okay, we'll go back for now.
After easily taking down the Elder, I moved on to scouting the swamp for some dungeons. So far, the early axes have been quite strong, and I actually think it's probably the strongest early game melee weapon, and it being so cheap and easy to get, it probably needs to be tuned a little bit.
Is there no dungeons around here? There's some turnips. Really wanted to get some iron before I went sailing again to get the bigger ship.
Not being able to find any swamp crypts, I decided to pack up my boat and go sailing to find a bigger swamp.
It seemed to work out fine. Looks great. Now that cart's gonna be probably messed up now that I slept, but okay. Where's my cart? So at least that wasn't the cart with all the metal on it, but I'm still confused of where it went. I think with that, we go on foot instead, to be honest. I do not trust that at all. This one would have been way worse to lose. We'll unfortunately need to do some more dungeons. So with the boats, I think the key is never to sleep.
Losing the cart was a small setback, but at least I was able to find another swamp. I took some time to set up a campsite and went around to recoup what I lost.
Just to be safe. Okay, we'll put them on top of the rock, I guess. Alright, hopefully we can find a dungeon right away. Check out this ridgeline, because in the last video I saw a scrap pile spawn in. Maybe I'll be able to find one. And there is one. I would never have thought of that if I didn't see that in the last video. Now hopefully it gives me 10 so I could make the boat. I'm gonna check this whole ridge line. Is that one right there too? Oh my gosh, guys. Have you ever looked for like scrap piles in the open? I never have. That's crazy. 13 iron. That's enough for a boat.
After collecting enough iron for the longship, I felt like it was about time to leave this island, so I went to go gather some ancient bark.
But I just need the ancient bark, 40 ancient bark. I think I was able to put 4 carts pretty easily on this one, but I should only need 2 for now.
Now that I had a bigger ship, I felt more comfortable loading my carts, so I gathered everything up and went off to find a bigger swamp.
Yeah, let's go south. There's nothing more painful than having no wind. You know what? Why don't I just always sail with the wind? Screw it. I don't need to follow coastlines or anything. There's another swamp over there. There needs to be some dungeons around, right? I mean, there must be.
And after finding a swamp that looked promising, I decided to dock at a nearby black forest and scout it out.
How have I not found any crypts yet? There's one. Okay, there's a shack right there I can maybe put a workbench in. At least have enough shelter for a workbench. Okay, there is. Nice. Okay.
Finally finding my first sunken crypt, I went in and gathered some iron to hopefully make some upgrades to my gear.
Oh, there's bone mass. Okay, where's he at? Pretty close. That's good. Chain. There we go, 20 iron. Okay, we run back, we grab some bronze nails, because we forgot them. One of my carts are off the boat now. Let's see if I can get this cart off the boat. Then I don't have to worry about them glitching at least. You know what? I just need to find a shelter somewhere. Alright, this will be my campsite while I collect iron.
Now that I had found an area with some iron, I knew I'd be here for a little bit, so I dug out underneath a rock for some shelter for the time being.
Put it on my bed. Wow. Okay, let's cram everything into here. I think I lost my honey when the cart went. I guess, one dungeon in this whole swamp. Guess we'll head south to Bone Mass because there has to be dungeons around him. You'd think he's in a pretty big swamp. I have 30 here. I think I have like 13 back, so I have like 20. I have like 40 something, so I could craft 2 weapons. Alright, let's do this, I guess. Come on. Oh, my cart's dead. Wow. Oh. This guy is so scary. Okay, he's dead. So I can get the axe and the bow. Not the mace. Sounds like a good idea. Oh, there's the clothes trader. Walk in here, say what's up. Guess I can sell everything to her and convert into coins if I want.
After exploring a little bit while my iron smelted, I decided I wanted to craft the battle axe to take more advantage of the bear armor set bonus. And I don't really use two-handed axes very often, so I figured it'd be kind of fun to give it a try.
Axe upgrade. Do I not have enough iron? For a bow too? I thought I did. So I think the combo with the bigger axes is a poke into a front attack. Could be wrong though. Nice.
Going back to the swamp, I needed to gather more iron. This is because I still needed to make the mace, bow, and pickaxe, while also collecting a stockpile which I could use later.
Nice. I can get the spice rack now. Honestly, don't know if that works or not. Try one.
After a few runs back and forth from the swamp, I had enough to make what I needed, and now I could start prepping food and meats for bone mass.
There we go. Oh, I need honey. That's right. Oh, no. This one for bone mass.
But of course, I lost my small stock of honey when my cart disappeared, so I went on a journey to search the nearby meadows and check out Bone Mass's altar. Ever since the changes made to dodging and blocking stamina, which refunds the cost if timed well, I've really been liking running 3 health food for these challenges, especially when I have low armor, or in this case running the bear set, which makes enemies deal more physical damage. You might think you'd be a little starved for stamina, but it actually works quite well.
I'm dead. Oh. I've escaped.
If you guys are wondering why I made the iron mace even though it doesn't benefit from the berserk bonus, it's because bone mass is weak to blunt, so it would do more damage than my axes. And I was also thinking about eventually upgrading to the vile armor set later because I was kind of liking the high risk low reward challenge of the bear armor. So I figured getting some mace skill wouldn't hurt.
A black forest zone inside the swamp. Kinda interesting. And that's a plains. Where's all the honey? I think these actually do more damage than the battle axe. Like, I think they do.
Not being able to find any honey on my island, I was forced to sail back to the sacrificial stones if I wanted serpent stew and the meads for the fight. So I decided it was probably worth the trip.
Alright, let's go back. Take this opportunity to explore over here.
I also ended up finding a leviathan on my way as well, which I needed for the harpoon if I wanted to collect serpents later.
Good enough.
Finally making it back, I decided to leave them there again for now. This is because I knew I'd be back soon to turn in the bone mass trophy.
Wonder if I can make it through here.
I even managed to find a little inlet which allowed for a more direct path back to my camp, saving me a little bit of time.
Pretty cool.
Making it all the way back, all that was left for me to do was wait for some healing meads to be done. I could probably survive the fight without them, but I like to be very safe when I play, because dying, while not the end of the world, does set you back a little bit on your skills, and can compound quite quickly if you die a lot. So while I waited, I once again went to gather more iron.
Alright, I'm ready to fight bone mass. I wonder how much comfort you have in here.
Finally ready to fight bone mass, I quickly ran over before sunset so I could find a place to rest before the fight.
Yeah, we should be alright. Should be fine. Ow. Let's just back out. Let's use a little healing potion. Why not? Clear up a little bit of the ads, just to be safe. I mean, we're fine. I'm just being safe. Up, this is it. Not bad.
After defeating Bone Mass, I was eager to move on from this island, so I started packing up and bringing my carts to the ship.
Start getting our stuff back down to the ship.
But while I was waiting for frost resistance potions, I figured I might as well search for frost caves on my nearby mountain in an attempt to locate Muther.
There's a frost cave up there.
If you guys didn't know, you don't freeze in frost caves, so there's no need for campfires or meads, which is why I thought it was a good idea to come up here.
Perfect. Oh. Okay. That's kind of cool, I guess.
Well, it looks like she was hiding above me the whole time, so it looks like I wasn't going anywhere after all.
This trophy dropped right away, too. I guess we're staying put, guys, for a little bit. Cave drawings. I don't know how I feel about her being on the same mountain as me. I had the No Boats Challenge, which I had a mega continent on, pretty much. And now I'm doing the Nomad Challenge, and I have... Well, that's pretty normal. But I have Boulder and Bone Mass right next to each other. Okay, let's get down this mountain quick. Well, might as well bring the carts back, I guess. Frost resistance already ready. Place this.
This was actually a really good opportunity to save some time on the run, so I quickly depoted and went right back up to find some silver.
Put this here. That should be all I need. Take the wishbone off. It's kind of annoying. Have it on. No onions. Very sad. Chest right there. Yeah, screw it. Let's go for the chest. See if they got onions. These drakes will distract him anyway. No onions. Keep moving though. There we go. After scouting for silver, the sun was starting to sink, so I made my way down the mountain to plant my onions and sleep. Day 39. There's 2 silver veins here. Oh gosh, the YouTube luck, guys. I'm sorry. It's not my fault. Silver is intersecting. I wonder if I dug it all out, would it all pop at once? I have to try it now. Is that 3? What is going on? Looks like 3, doesn't it? 1, 2. That looks like 3. There ain't no way. After a massive find of 3 silver nodes, all I needed to do was get it down the mountain and I'd pretty much be set on silver the rest of the run. Yeah, I think I dug... Come on now. Yeah, I think I dug all the way around the 3 veins. I'm really hoping they all pop at once. We're gonna do the lowest corner. I really hope this works. No. Well, that's all the silver we need, guys. Alright, so I've gotten 239, I think, silver in one spot. This is going to be impossible to push. There's nothing I can do about that. After getting the silver back to my smelters, I spent the next few days turning the ore into bars. Well, where can I put this thing? And now that I had a ton of silver, I decided to upgrade my axe. New axe. And after upgrading my axe, I went to go test it out on the mountain while looking for more dragon eggs. Oh, here's another frost cave. Well, I don't really need to go in there, though. I think we're gonna stick with the bear armor for now. A Drake trophy. Okay, well, do not think that there's 3 eggs on this mountain, so I'm gonna need to wait for one to respawn. I just got 2 trophies. This game, for real?
Only being able to find 2 dragon eggs on this mountain, I had 2 options. Sail to another mountain or wait 8 hours for one to respawn, which I wasn't going to do. So I decided to take a little trip back to the starter island to turn in bone mass for its forsaken power, which cancels out the negative effect of my armor for 5 minutes, and I would try to stop at an island along the way.
There we go. Yes. Looks good, bro. Okay, so I want to go back to bone mass. Get the power. Find a mountain, get a dragon egg. What's that face for? Oh. What the? This guy for real? What a dick. There's a mountain.
Locating a mountain, I quickly went to shore to explore it.
There we go. I hate my life. Okay, we're fine. Jeez, man. I genuinely got a little scared there. I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of terrified.
The one thing about playing with no base or portals is that death is uniquely bad, because if I were to die away from my last spawn point, not only would I spawn far away from my body, but I also wasn't keeping any old gear or supplies, so it would kind of be hard to get back.
Of course.
Finally making it back to the sacrificial stones, I acquired the bone mass forsaken power and collected my hives for later.
Yeah, I think definitely bone mass is the best one for me.
Now ready for the Muther fight, I sailed all the way back to take her down. There was a couple things I wanted to do before summoning her. I knew this fight would probably be a little longer than the previous bosses, so I wanted a better rested buff, so I dug out underneath a nearby silver for some shelter.
I want a little bit of rested for this. I do not think I'm going to be able to blast her in 5 minutes. Look at this. This is obnoxious. I think I'll be fine.
And after sleeping through the night, I was ready to try to take her down. So I climbed the mountain and headed towards my little hidey hole to get some rested before the fight.
Okay, let's do this. Might be a little tricky, but I think we'll be fine. Okay, I got hit instantly. Okay, I suck. Come on, swing now. Of course, right as I swing. Yep, we're screwed. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I definitely need to kill a stone golem before my bone mass cuts off. Bone mass is gonna wear off. My rested's halfway done, and I am not doing too well. She's on the rock, and I hate that. Yeah, I just can't attack her when she's on the rock, of course. Oh, I no longer have bone mass. Okay. Yeah, I'm really bad at dodging those. Learned that now. 3 minutes left. Okay, we're doing fine now. Oh, I thought that would hit me. Hello? Wake up? I'm dead. I think I might just bow her down from here. Maybe not. Oh, that fight was way harder than I thought it was going to be. All right. That is the mountains done. I do kind of want to pack up my campsite. Get out of here. We got 3 bosses left. Queen is the worst. But I'll have Staff of Protection then. The 2-handed axe just has a really bad attack pattern.
After taking down Muther, it was finally time to move on. And now I was going to search for the 5th and arguably the most elusive boss, Yagluth, who I wanted to find before making another campsite. I also needed to find Haldor and the Bog Witch still, so during my journey I'd be sure to follow all the Black Forest, Swamp, and Plains coastlines in order to hopefully find them.
I have 5 carts. That's a lot of carts. All right, we never sleep again. There's a vial. I do need vials. We'll wait though. Can't tell if that is the boss location right there. It's not. Oh, it really looks like it was. Well, good thing I had a bone mass because I had no stam to dodge that. Good gameplay. Oh. Oh, we found him. Thank God. This ship is so slow.
Finding Haldor, I went to shore to acquire his belt and the flesh needed to craft Frostnir.
Kind of wish I had more. I don't think I have enough. And I can only afford 2.
Not having enough gold, I ended up looting some nearby dungeons.
There we go. I just need swamps, and then I need to find Yagluth. Oh, the bog witch is over there. Only have 180 gold.
And after a couple more hours of sailing, I was able to find the Bog Witch as well, which all I needed from her was some cured squirrel hamstrings for the haste meads.
Please go. Come on. Oh my. This sucks. Okay. Oh, we are fucked. You ever want to land in the Mistlands? Because I had no choice. There's seekers there. And there's a serpent.
And after drifting ashore in the Mistlands, I was able to collect some serpent scales which I could use for the shield later.
Got the scales.
This might seem like a rather short journey, but at this point I had already been sailing for over 3 hours, and I had passed countless plains already with no trace of Yagluth.
And my cart fell off. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, I freaked out a little bit. I was leaned back in my chair, and the guy just started coming at me. Oh, now what am I gonna do?
Losing a cart to a random Mosquito attack, I decided to consolidate down into the carts I still had on the ship.
Okay, don't need that. Don't need that. Need these. Don't need that. Definitely need those. All right. We'll leave that cart.
Running low on food and arrows, I had to stop at a Meadows along the way to resupply and repair.
There has been some low moments in my Valheim career, but I think this one's definitely up there. It's nothing again. Just a whole lot of nothing all the time. And cloudberries, 'cause why not? To get a snack on the boat. Ah, yes. Yes, of course. Why not? Why not hit a rock? Oh, there's a... What the absolute fuck? Oh. Oh, that was freaking terrifying. If I would have died all the way out here with all my stuff, I don't know if I would have been able to recover. There's only so much a man could take. My eyes actually hurt from like squinting at the screen, like focusing on the shoreline so much. I cannot believe it. All right, can the fog go away now? Can it leave? I've been sitting there for 30 minutes. Can it go away? Hey, I can see. Wow. That looks like Yagluth. Oh, I think that's it. Oh, oh, finally, man. I really hope it is. And there's the meadows right there. Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, I was going a little crazy after sailing for over 5 hours. The carts really do slow the ship down, especially with poor wind, but I was finally able to spot Yagluth's altar, so I went to a nearby meadows to explore.
Hey, please, please. Might be off the ship now. No, they're perfect. Okay. Oh, thank God. I just want you to appreciate this map quick. Oh. If I'd had any sort of fog, I wouldn't have been able to see it either. Is the sad part. That took forever. Now we just have to get a couple villages and farm some vials. This house is pretty ideal too. So you need to kind of roll it up like there.
Now that I had finally found Yagluth and I had a pretty good building to set up camp in, I unloaded my ship so I could start progressing into the plains.
How much stuff can I unpacked into here? Okay, can I actually get up from the bed? And it moves me off to the side.
After setting up, I decided to craft Frostnir because I knew I'd be using it after I got the Vile Armor. And I also decided to set up a farm nearby so I could start stocking up on food while I was exploring the plains.
I'm pretty much set up now.
Now that I had all my chores done, it was time to enter the plains to clear villages and eventually farm Vile, which spawn infrequently and only come out at night.
That's not cool, man. This axe kind of sucks.
Not too far in, I found my first fueling village, which I slowly started to clear out.
Why is that dude just running away? This guy can probably kill me, so I have to be careful. Just poke him out. I need to update this thing like the spear or something because the hitbox is awful. Guy's still coming at me. Oh, that kind of made me clench a little bit. Alright, let's go back. Finish this one out tomorrow.
Coming back the next day, I cleared out the rest of the fuelings and collected their totem.
Ow.
Clearing this village also provided me with barley and flax, which I would farm later.
I would probably die if this man hit me, so I'm just gonna play it safe, kite him out. And I miss. Yeah, okay. Nice. Alright, I'm gonna go over here, check this ruins quick. I had no idea that spawns the location. It also spawns 2 berserkers. I don't really want to go in there. I thought it was only the small ones.
And after planting barley and flax along the border of the plains, I went back to camp to start smelting black metal. Returning to the plains, I used my bone mass to clear out a second village.
Ow.
Clearing a second village, I made my way back and started crafting linen thread for the vile armor.
Oh. Did it work? Oh, it worked.
And now having flour as well, I was able to upgrade my food so I'd be better prepared for exploring the plains at night.
So every night, I'll go kill a Vile. Just see how the axes do against him? Just out of curiosity. Wow. Is that really good? Okay, I want to add gear first.
I decided to craft the At Gear as my first black metal weapon. This is because it does good AoE damage and it would benefit from the piercing buff that I would later get.
They're killing one. Hopefully that kills it for me. Yeah, I actually killed him. Now, can I kill the tars is the real question. They're very deadly.
Growths ended up taking care of the first vial I saw, but the loot ended up getting stuck in the tar, which I would come back later for with my hoe.
Okay, another vial spawned.
Popping my bone mass, I attempted to take down my first vial. I decided to use my Frostnir because their weakness is spirit damage, and it has a faster attack animation which really helps when dodging.
Nice. Okay, drop 2 rib cages. I do need a trophy though. Let's make our way back to camp.
If you guys didn't know, much like the bear, the vial only has a 10% chance to drop its trophy. But vials are a little more rare and only spawn at night, which lasts only 9 minutes. We all know how hard bear trophies can be to get sometimes, so I knew I'd be farming this for quite a while.
Let's try the ag cure out. So I need 2 more totems. Okay, there's more plains to the north. So I can journey up there. I dodged, but I couldn't dodge because he moved me into the air. Oof. Okay. I know what to do. I run north.
Running out of villages, I still needed 2 more totems to spawn Yegluth, so I decided to head north to a plains I scouted when sailing by.
Okay, the other one definitely had a totem. This one probably does too. I don't want to get too close to the tar pit. I'm just gonna grab the totem and run. It's the only way to go.
Making my getaway, I still needed 1 more totem, so I stuck around for the night as well.
It does help that he has the same attack pattern as the bear. This I have it memorized already. Alright. There's a totem. The shaman is what worries me. Let's see if I can pick off the shaman. Okay, it should be fine. Sucks that there's a vial right there. Want that. I could maybe kill him in a minute. Are you kidding me? The whole village is coming over here.
Leading the vial away from the village, I was able to take him down without bone mass.
Why? Valheim is such a game sometimes. Such a great game sometimes. Come on. Come to shore. There you go. I'll take care of ya. Yeah, finally get rid of the early axes. Those are pretty good. This is my favorite weather in Valheim. Should be dead. Nice. Trophy. Ah, no trophy. Right up there. And in memory of the no boats video. There we go. Trophy. The sad thing is I can't wear them until I have the full set. I mean, I could, but... Oh god, that was a bad time to lag. Nice. Uh-oh.
Just waiting on the trophy to drop, I spent my days farming and killing bears for pelts while going out at night to hunt vials.
That's 3. Ah, still no trophy. Gonna have to get another tracker on this video, another counter. There's a vial right there. Yeah, I need him. See if I can pull him away from the locks, because a vial and a bunch of locks would be a problem. I don't like that RNG where he carries you and hits you. Is that a trophy? No, of course it wasn't. Oh, it is a trophy. We did it. Finally. I can't even make it right now. I just need bear pelts. Okay, let's sleep and then go get some bears. I need 17 bear pelts total. I have 4, so I need 11 more. Hopefully I can find 11 today. Something I'm not really a fan of with this armor is how it makes you change weapon classes. I wish it would just give you maybe all 3, like slashing, pierce, and blunt. And then you had like options. It's weird that the bear gives you slash and then you have to switch to blunt and pierce after you get the armor. Why'd I think that was enough? Not enough. I have to kill more bears. Am I stupid? Alright. Sorry, bear armor. Served me well.
Finally upgrading my armor, I was starting to collect quite the pile of junk outside my campsite, but I had to keep my storage light for when I would eventually move on.
Big upgrade. Which one would fit it best? I don't think blue would fit it very well. Let's make a yellow one. You know, I'm not gonna lie, guys. This axe kind of sucks. I think I might just... Yeah. Sorry, guys, but that axe is ass. Let's just see what lock spell looks like. Wasting silver is okay. See how this goes. It's definitely more damage. Still kind of clapped me. Not bad.
And now that I had done everything I needed to in the plains, there was only one thing left, and that was to take down the 5th boss, Yegluth.
Eat the food. Bone mass won't be doing much, but not really doing as much damage as I thought we would. How? Take a potion here just in case. Might need to get some health back here. I will run away. Get some health back, then come back in. That's some fat damage. Think your boy Yag might be dead here. Sorry, Yag. Didn't even have a chance. Yagluth is always an interesting fight. It's all magic damage and it's more just hiding and avoiding. Would I rather fight a Lox or Yag? Well, that answers your question right there.
Completing the plains biome, it was finally time to start preparing for the Mistlands. So I stocked up on food and started packing up my carts while also discarding anything I didn't need. And while I'm stocking up on food, I would just like to give a quick shout out to our channel members and all of you guys who watch my videos. I have recently crossed over 15,000 subscribers and I'm kind of starting to feel like a real YouTuber. So thank you all for the support.
Have to keep moving, so let's start packing stuff up. I think I'm gonna collect a couple stacks of wood too, because they're gonna be harder to get in the Mistlands.
My plan for the Mistlands was quite similar to how I approached the plains. I wanted to locate the queen first, so I could hopefully set up nearby. But this should be easier than the plains, because I'd be able to clear dungeons along the way and possibly find a location using the rune stones.
Alright, finally time to get out of here. At least next time I'll have a bigger ship. Although then I'll be going to the Ashlands, and I really don't know how I'm going to approach that yet, because carts burn in the Ashlands. Does this thing just keep poisoning me? I thought it usually just jumps out. Stuck under my rudder. Okay, I do want this serpent. Good thing I'm wet. Oh, please have dropped the scales in a gettable place. Okay, it did.
After killing another serpent, I now had enough scales to craft the serpent scale shield, which I wanted to try out because the pierce resistance it provides while blocking, which might help counter the debuff on my armor.
There's a dungeon right there. Okay.
Finding my first infested mine, I docked my boat a bit down the coastline so I could take out the seekers from a distance. I would have to be careful because it's quite easy to die in infested mines, and I really didn't want to spawn back in with zero supplies.
Where'd my rested go? Did I never get it? Is that a 2-star seeker? If I die, right, I have no bed. Like, I'll lose everything. My soul almost just left my body. There we go. Okay. Bro. Oh, God. Okay. We are running away. We're leaving. Oh. The bunny scared me. They attack really fast, guys.
And after a few close calls, I was able to make it out of the first mine alive. But clearing it was a lot harder than I expected, mostly due to the vile armor because of the higher damage. But I've been really liking the buffs that Vilebone Wrath gives, and I like trying new playstyles for these challenges. And it's kind of fun limit testing underutilized items like the Vilebone set kind of is. Finding a Devwagger tower in a dungeon, I decided to stop to try to make some food and take out the dungeon after.
I need to take control of this towers because I need more food. There's no shelter in here? Yeah, there's no shelter here.
There was a kind of interesting discussion on my last video about the use of glitches and bugs, Using the cart trick for example, but not using the fine wood chair to clip through the door to get into the crypts, which I did know about prior to making my last challenge video, but I chose not to use it because it feels more like an exploit, which I didn't consider could also apply to using the cart trick as well as using the stag breaker to find silver. Although those things do feel a little better to me than clipping through walls. But I thought it was an interesting discussion, so maybe you guys have some thoughts on it. Maybe it'd be cool to do a run where I play exactly how Iron Gate intended, which I don't think I've ever done, to be honest.
I messed up slightly here. Hide in the hidden doorway. For my life. Okay, I need to get out of this hellhole here. God. I just can't get behind him. Now I'm very much out of food. I think I continue though. Does that count as shelter? And there's a tower.
Running low on food, I stopped at a bigger tower along the coast which I knew would provide shelter.
Get out of the way. Move this guy over here. And then the extractor.
Repairing my gear and resupplying, I had already been traveling for quite a long time. But I still needed to find the queen, so I continued my journey, scouting through the mist and clearing dungeons.
Oh.
Another dungeon cleared, and still no location of the queen. So I returned to my hours-long voyage, still lost in the mist.
Now watch. Once I finally rounded this corner, I'm just gonna lose it. Ah, yes. Of course. Hey, we got a wind shift. Should I check out the torch? Not bad wind right now. Might be fun. That dungeon, or what is it? See, landing on my ship. Okay. All right, let's go. Okay, settle down now. God, I have a lot of stuff now. I think the next tower I find, I'm just gonna make base there. It'd be nice to get some upgrades before really searching and clearing more dungeons. 'Cause I'm barely surviving most of the time here. And now I'm running out of resources too, so...
After exploring a lot of the coastlines on the west side of the map, I was finally ready to give up on my goal of finding the queen before unloading. So I looked for an ideal location to set up.
It's a bridge. I do kind of need more iron.
I ended up getting a little sidetracked by this bridge because I knew I'd need more iron for the Mistlands weapons later on.
Ooh. Why am I getting Ashlands damage right now? Oh, the Ashlands is right there. Oh, shit.
Unknowingly venturing all the way to the south part of the map, I ended up hitting the Ashlands, which I thought might be a good location for when I had to cross over. So, sick of sailing, I decided to head to shore and explore the surrounding area.
Dungeon, yeah.
And not far from shore, I ended up finding one of the infested caves that actually provides a good bit of shelter. So, I began to clear it out.
Oh my god. Why?
Still not having a bed down, I decided to play it safe and kite the 2-star Seeker back to the Dwagger dock I landed by.
I'm just running really low on resources.
Once clear, I decided that it would do, and I pulled my ship around to start unloading. I'm not gonna lie guys, a builder like myself was really struggling with this challenge, and I had to fight the urge to build some sort of storage room because I'm so used to being able to hoard everything. Not to mention having everything I needed in well laid out areas. Well, in this challenge, I was forced to cram everything into a space the best I could, and it was really kind of triggering me.
I'm committed now. I can barely move this cart. Oh, that's why.
Getting all my carts to the bottom of the hill, I started to set up all of my necessities. Once that was all set up, I went to collect some Aegisil wood so I could start using all the material I collected along my travels.
I'm glad I docked here instead of keeping exploring, to be honest. This wasn't getting me anywhere. Get the spear.
And already having 2 extractors and all the black cores I needed, I set up a refinery to start making some iter using the soft tissue I collected from the crates.
Look at this. Wolves have been killing all the bunnies.
Now that I was pretty much ready to start exploring inland, I cleared the dungeon below me.
Jeez, man. Ooh, more black cores. 3. Holy crap. 4. That's crazy.
After clearing the dungeon, I decided to build the Galder table so I could work towards the Feather Cape and potentially the Staff of Protection, which helped me quite a bit on my hardcore series, so I thought it might be good here as well.
Come on now. Come on now, bro. Come at me. Yeah. Do I want the hemiful or do I want the hammer? Both. I want both.
Needing good AoE damage for the eventual queen fight, I decided to get the Demolisher, which also benefits from my boost to blunt damage.
Oh, I haven't built the pickaxe yet. Day 100.
Finding a skull close by, I quickly collected its soft tissue so I could make more weapons.
Damn. There's a black forest here. That's good, now I can get some honey.
Having a small strip of black forest nearby was actually really lucky, because beehives only produce honey in meadows, black forests, and plains, so this would provide me with all the honey I needed for my meads. Making my feather cape, I was finally confident enough to start exploring deeper in the Mistlands in search of more dungeons.
This isn't a skull. Do I need another tower? Not really.
And after searching miles of coastline and clearing many dungeons, I finally found what I was looking for.
Is that what I think it is? We found it. No stone needed, I guess. I didn't even know it was there. I didn't even think it was. Look how hidden this one is. Oh, it's actually so relieving. I just randomly was running around too. And then the rain stops. Perfect.
After finding the queen, I could now start preparing for the fight, so I made my way back to camp to plan.
So where's this guy at? I'm sick of him growling at me. There he is. Finally. Get the hemiful.
There were still some weapons I wanted to craft and upgrade, so I spent the next couple of days farming materials.
Do I want the Staff of Protection? I think I kind of do. Oh, another bridge? Yes. I kind of need that. Alright, let's make the Staff of Protection. I think we're gonna need it. I kind of want to go get an arbalist. And to do that, I need to go all the way back to a swamp.
I was kind of really in need for a ranged upgrade because I was still using the huntsman bow, and I felt like the best option would be the arbalist to take full advantage of my bonus to pierce damage. So I decided to take a short trip back to the swamp to collect some roots.
So I will go north until I find a swamp. Should I get more black metal too? I probably should. I think that's good enough. Is that another Yagluth? I am pissed. Why do you gotta do this to me, Iron Gate? That is just messed up. Wow. It's actually not that far away from the other ones, too. They're all kind of in a row. I could have done them all in a row if I just went south.
Arriving on the shoreline of a more central island, I began looking for abominations.
There is no tree mans around. Alright, we traveled all the way back up to the Bone Mass Swamp. Just for fun. Oh, nice.
And only needing 10 roots, I killed a few and made my way back.
Why is there a vial chilling in broad daylight? Oh, there he goes. There we go.
Crafting the arbalist, I now had everything I needed to fight the queen. So I gathered up some materials for the rested buff and journeyed over to the infested citadel where the queen resides.
Okay. I mean, the queen... I'm always nervous when I fight the queen, to be honest. That's one of my worst fights. I think she's probably the hardest boss in the game. The best thing about her, obviously, is that you can leave if you get, you know, too low. Bone mass is up in 40 seconds. So, I think on day 110, we are ready to fight the queen.
At least, that's what I thought. The queen is a notoriously difficult fight, and using the vile armor set, I thought that running the Staff of Protection would be a good strategy, which that ended up not being the case.
Oh my... Okay. I'll drink a potion. That was kind of a little obnoxious. That sucks.
The staff of protection just really wasn't working for me. I think it might have been better when I was playing ranged and hardcore, and I felt like I wasn't doing any damage, so I decided to try out the jakknobase. This would give me higher attack speed while also dealing decent damage, and the queen is surprisingly neutral to poison, so I thought it would be effective. But this also didn't seem to work either.
Dead. Oh, okay. Well, yep. This fight is impossible with this armor, I think. Ah.
Failing once again, I headed back in shame. This is when I decided to rethink my strategy a little. Instead of using Jotun's Bane, I would switch to Frostnir to have slowing and take advantage of my extra blunt damage. I'd also rely more on the Arbalest for when my bone mass was down, because fighting the queen without it was seemingly really dangerous because of my low armor and weakness to physical damage. So I would fight with bone mass, deal as much damage as possible, and then when it runs out, I would play safe and kite with the Arbalest while getting in some attacks here and there. It would seem like this would be a long fight.
All right. Let's go. Okay, this is going okay. Oh my god. See, if I didn't have bone mass, I would be absolutely cooked. Yeah. 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 Oh my god. Got 5 seconds left. Don't need to panic. We're good. Okay, there we go. I will win eventually. I swear. I got 2 minutes left. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I go out and get rested quick again. Bone mass is in 1 minute. I go back in. I re-engage. Kite it out for 1 minute. Then I try to finish her. Let's do this thing. That still hit me. Yeah, I got to kite for a little bit. I only have 1 minute with bone mass. I have to kill her. "45 seconds. This is it. One more hit. Oh. I think that was the worst fight, like, overall. Like, I think hardcore included. Well, we did it, guys. And still have the vile armor on. Look how much damage it took. That's crazy.
Finally taking down the queen, I could now start getting ready for the Ashlands, which if you guys have played through Valheim before, you would know that there's really nowhere safe. So I wanted to be really prepared before I packed up and sailed there, So I'd spend the next couple days farming food and pumping out as much meads as possible.
All right. We have things a little more organized.
But after a while of sitting around the old infested cave, I got another raid, which I haven't had that much throughout the challenge. Probably because I've been constantly moving place to place. Getting my first taste of Ashland's enemies, I felt pretty weak. Hopefully I'd be able to quickly make some upgrades when I get there. And now that I was well prepared, I upgraded my boat to the Drakkar and started packing up my campsite for hopefully the last time.
Still crazy how massive that ship is.
The Drakkar is thankfully a bigger ship, and unlike all the other boats, holds carts quite well. So I loaded everything up and prepared to sail to the Ashlands.
$126. I'm pretty sure that's close to my last playthrough too, is when I went to the Ashlands about that day.
My plan for the start of the Ashlands was very simple. First, I would sail to shore and quickly place down a shield generator to protect my carts and my ship. Then, I would head out on foot to try to find a fortress right away. This is because charred fortresses are really the only safe shelter in the Ashlands, so if I was to have any chance, I would need to clear one soon after landing.
Ah, nice.
Making it to shore without any issues, I chiseled out part of a Groston spire and set up a workbench, shield generator, and a bed. This is so I would have a spawn point in the Ashlands if I were to die.
Okay, there we go. I protected my carts.
And with my carts protected, I made my first foray into the Ashlands.
See, look how yeah, just run away. Like, there's no point in fighting these guys. It's ridiculous. They just keep coming.
Running inland right away, I did my best to avoid the hordes of monsters while searching for a fortress.
Okay, there's a tower. I forgot the wood. I was gonna say, like, the Ashlands is better than Mistlands, but there's really no difference right now.
For getting the wood needed for a workbench, I had to run all the way back to my ship to quickly get supplies needed to raid the fortress.
Sometimes when you spam it, yes. Okay. Yeah, the boat went back a little bit. That's okay though. Probably better. Okay. More in it. Okay, gotta regen some health. What the heck was that? Oh, great. Okay, I gotta leave. Okay, good. Okay.
And after struggling for a while, I was eventually able to clear all the chard from the fortress, claiming it for myself.
Okay, I gotta be real careful. Did I kill them all? Oh, I killed them all. Just as my bone mass is running out too. Nice. We have to somehow get my carts over. What the?
But I still had a bit of a problem. I would have to somehow bring my carts through all the enemies and into my fortress.
Oh, there's a Dwagger. Okay, I could sail down to here, actually. Sail down to this place, be a little bit protected, then be pretty close. Yes, that's what I should do. Okay, we'll leave these guys to defend. We'll grab my boat and sail it down.
Coming up with a plan, I headed down the coastline to bring my Jakar to the Dwagger settlement.
The bone maw right there. Okay, really? Come on, bro. Oh, this is no longer very good. I don't have any wood on me. Need to find the wood. Oh! Okay. This is just dumb.
My boat, literally seconds from breaking, I was thankfully able to repair it. So I quickly sailed to shore so I could take out the bone maw.
Okay. Oh my god. Stand still. There we go.
After that close call, I sailed my boat through the rough waters to the settlement.
It should be a straight shot now. Hopefully I can get through here. Okay. Finally.
And once I got my shield generator up and running, I began trying to get the carts to the fortress.
Come on. Come on. Thank you.
Clearing a path and getting my cart to the front gate, I built a second one inside and began transferring the materials.
Need some fine wood. I'll get the fine wood next. Get them, boys. Oh. Oh, I'm dumb. I'm dumb.
Anchoring the settlement of Dwagger, I hid on a nearby rock and watched them get overrun by the swarms of monsters.
They're all dead. This is ridiculous. Okay. The enemies are just never ending. They don't stop.
After clearing the nearby enemies, I moved the rest of my stuff to the fortress. I began smelting flame metal right away to save time, because I knew if I didn't beat fodder relatively fast, I would eventually run out of resources.
Mr. Rocky right there. My friend. Brought the cultivator just in case, guys. God. Alright. Got all the carts into the fortress. Took me a long time, actually. Okay, before I do anything else, I want to bust this open. I've never actually used one of these before.
Because the fortresses don't have much shelter, I wanted to preserve as much of the core as I could, so I decided to use the battering ram to get in.
Okay, stop. I cross into here. Guess I'll break a little bit more of the wall. Okay, perfect. Got the location. Not that far away. That's huge. More flood metal. And the good gemstone. Not bad at all. Oh, I got 3. That's huge. Let's put it right here. Nice. Probably like that. I could place it up there. Perfect.
Now having a black forge, I finally upgraded my mace. This would help me quite a lot while exploring the rest of the Ashlands.
There we go.
Being pretty much all set up now, I started exploring and gathering materials from the surrounding area.
Mashed meat. Okay. Now I got the Ripper. Yeah, I kind of want to go get some more phlegm metal. Holy crap. Can I make it to here? Nah, I'm not gonna risk it.
Because I wasn't going to craft any armor, I just need a little more phlegm metal, so I gathered some from a nearby spire.
I don't need much phlegm metal. Probably need like 40 more-ish. There it goes.
And after returning the ore to the fortress, I went hunting for some Morgan sinew.
Oh, no. Oh, I should have popped my bone mass. What am I doing?
That goes to show you how fast you can die in Valheim. It only took one hit to stagger me, making it impossible for me to dodge the next attack, which is really unfortunate considering how close we are to fighting fodder. But I wouldn't let this setback slow me down. I ate some of my stock food and went back to retrieve my body.
God, how annoying. My cape is broken. I can't believe I died again, guys. I'm sorry. There goes my stats.
But not long after, I would make another fatal mistake.
What am I doing? Oh, at least I had no skill drain still.
Going from 1 to 3 deaths in a matter of minutes, I'm starting to think that the Vilebone armor might be a bit of a liability.
Well, literally one hit away. Well, at least I had no skill drain. Very disappointing, guys. Can't believe it. I didn't expect it to one-shot me, though. I know I had low health because of the bad food. I just didn't expect it to one-shot me. And I expected my attack to kill it, too.
Once I finished up dying, I decided to explore towards Founders Coliseum to map it out and see if there's any fortresses along the way.
There's another fortress. That was pretty close. A lot of lava around it. Jeez.
Finding one fortress, I went over to siege it the next morning.
There's a Dweger up here. Yo, help me out, bro. I'll save you. Oh, he's dead. Two bloodstones, we need those. And 25 more phlegm metal. Here's one jade as well.
Digging to the center, I collected the bell fragments, bringing me one step closer to my final goal.
Hopefully there's another bell fragment down there. Okay, there is. So one more fortress. Storm Ripper. We just need the cape now. There is one.
After traveling a little ways in a different direction, I was able to find the last fortress I needed, which I quickly cleared for the fragments.
Okay, there is a Warlock. Where's he at? Up top? Yeah, up top. 1 star. Nice. I don't think I need anything anymore. That stuff's garbo anyway. Wow, yeah, there's like nothing in this one. I think I don't need anything. Get the sinew. Okay, just need one more sinew.
And after collecting my last sinew and crafting my last bell, I was ready to start preparing to fight fodder.
That's our 3rd bell. And the last piece of the puzzle. There it is.
Cooking the best health foods I could, I then traveled to the Coliseum to set up an area for my rested buff.
Is there any shelter to be had around here? This is shelter.
And after finding a decrepit ruin, I utilized the small amount of shelter to cram as much comfort boosters as I could.
Put the bells in. Oh my. Hello. Typical Ashlands. Look at that. Stop to attack 1 time and you have 15 enemies on you. 141. Might be the day. Well, tomorrow will probably be the day. I'll probably wait out another night. Yeah, let's just use bone mass because I'll be probably here for 20 minutes. I'll just probably sit there for 20 minutes. My gosh, stop. It's just too many guys in the Ashlands. It's just too many men. Constantly. "20 minutes. That's not bad. And now I just need to sit here for 15 minutes pretty much. I can probably start going in 1 minute for bone mass. Probably take me a little bit of a minute to sleep and then get healed up and stuff. In fact, I might sleep right now. Yeah, I'm gonna sleep right now. Skip the night, let the sun come up a little bit. 142.
Being as prepared as I could, I went over to fight my final boss.
think I'm pretty much ready to go in 10 seconds here. Quick skills check. Obviously, I lost some because I died, sadly. All right. Start running around the outside walls. Okay, I have half bone mass left. Have to keep that in mind. Okay, he's about halfway down. Two minutes of bone mass left. And we are on a historic run. Kill all the summons. Got 1 minute of bone mass left. $40 seconds. Hopefully I can get some attacks in. And I punched him, of course. More dudes coming out. Got 30 seconds. He hit me. Yeah, we're gonna lose bone mass, which is okay. Okay, run this way. Delete all these guys. Just be patient. Got 12 minutes unrested. We got a good chance here. Okay, no we don't. Got 1 minute left of my fire. Clear out these guys a little bit. Ten seconds. I think I should just wait it out for 3, 2, 1. Okay, this is a good sign. Unfortunately, that warrior is getting in my way. Okay, I got 8 seconds. We will wait for all that. Run back through the summons. This is it, boys. Another challenge down. Oh, that feels good. Ah, it feels really good. There it is. Now I just gotta sail back. You know, the more I do these challenges, the more I realize that the Mistlands is actually the worst biome. I'm starting to enjoy it. Like, it's relieving sailing to the Ashlands. I think it's just because the Queen's so annoying. Just drink this just to be safe. We made it back. Now we just gotta make that long sail. We don't even need to take any of this with us. Just leave it all here. All right, we'll sleep. I think we'll head out. Make sure I have everything. Yep. All right, let's get out of here. Start sailing north. Yeah, of course, there's a bone maw. Easy enough to kill this time around, though. Oh no, no, no. It's all going downhill, guys. It's over. Oh, I missed. Okay, there we go. Okay, we're out of the Ashlands, guys. Day 144, and I'm stuck on a rock. Yep. Ah, a very typical way to finish out a Valheim journey. Just sailing really slowly with no wind. My final thoughts on the vile bone and bear armor. They kind of suck. I'm not gonna lie. The fact that it has like 20% blunt and pierce, and then the bear has slash and chop, just kind of weird. Like, I think they should match them, and I just don't think the penalty's worth it. But obviously, I was still able to complete the game with it, so it's not that horrible. This challenge took me a lot longer than expected. I figured I would save a lot of time because I wouldn't spend hours building like I usually do. But not having a base ended up being a lot more of a hassle than I thought it would be. And I just realized that this video is kind of the opposite of this comment on one of my last videos. So I do apologize for that. Maybe I'll have to make it up for you in the next video. But if you're still watching this far in, I hope you enjoyed, and be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I would also like to give War Thunder one more shout out for sponsoring this video. If you are new or haven't played for 6 months, don't forget to go down to the description or pinned comment to collect your exclusive bonus pack. That includes the Vehicle Decorator, Eagle of Valor, 100,000 Silver Lions, and 7 days of premium only available for a limited time.